Hi, it's Mel. Today I just wanted to make a video and talk to you a little bit about my journey so far with Weight Watchers. So I joined back in November last year. When I first joined, I was 146.6 kilograms, which was the heaviest that I have ever been in my life. This is me at 146 kilos when I first started Weight Watchers. I guess the reason that I joined Weight Watchers was just because I was tired, I was fed up, I was so sick and tired of just not living anymore. I was just existing. I wasn't living. So I know I needed to make a change. I'm a single mum to two young kids, so I had to make changes so that I could be there for them and, not sit on the sidelines anymore. I had to, be able to be involved with their life. So I was really nervous and really apprehensive, I guess, about going to my very first Weight Watchers meeting. But you know what? I realized that those first few steps are the hardest ones to take. And by that, I mean, this journey isn't easy, that's for sure. But I think admitting to yourself that, things had gotten so out of control and that, it was time to make a change, that was scary in itself. But to actually take those first few steps and walk into a meeting alone, vulnerable, those things, it was just so hard to do. But in all honesty, I have not looked back since doing it, and I am so grateful that I took those steps and that I could recognize it before things were too late. So the first week was very overwhelming, just trying to get my head around the new program. Like, I'd done Weight Watchers before, but never Smart Points. I did the Pro Points as well as just the regular point system. So I found it very challenging just to get my head around it originally. And, the very first goal I set myself was just to understand the program. I figured until I really got that under control, there was no way that I was going to be able to focus on bigger goals. I made sure that I took my before photos when I first started, which, to be honest, I am so thankful that I did. I'm a very, very visual person. So to be able to see the difference when sometimes I don't actually feel that I've lost the weight, like the scales are telling me that I have, but to see it just helps my mindset so much. So I made sure I took the photos, I did the measurements, which, to be honest, 15 weeks later and I still haven't re-measured. So measurements for me aren't as powerful, I guess, as, say, the photos, the visual representation of that. So so I made sure I did that, and one by one I made small lifestyle changes. I started drinking more water, I started eating healthier options, I started buying less takeaway. All those little changes added up to the big changes. For me, the blue dot became an addiction. It was like I had to get one every single day. And, that in itself found me making better choices, because I would look at my points, and if I didn't have enough for something, I was like, no, that's it, I'm going to change. And I'd found a healthy option, or a lower Smart Point option, I guess. So I was really motivated by that, which kept me on track, well and truly on track. First week weigh-in, really nervous to see how I went, what had happened on the scales. I couldn't feel any different in that week. I guess when you're talking a lifetime of habits to a week, it's going to take your body a bit longer to adjust, what I found. So yeah, so I was really apprehensive about jumping on the scales, which I am, to be honest, nearly every single week. I can never really feel week to week the difference. So even if I think I've had a good week, I may not necessarily reflect that on the scales, or vice versa. I think I've had a bad week and then I've had an awesome week on the scales. So I can't always tell which way it's going to go. So really, until I jump on the scales and get told what number I've gained or lost or whatever, yeah, I can't picture whatever the outcome's going to be, I guess. So yeah, so first week weigh-in, I jumped on the scales and I lost a total of 2 kilos, which was a great start. I was so pleased with that. Exercise-wise, I found a couple of fitness apps on my phone, which I absolutely love doing. So they were 30-day challenges, so I set myself the goal to see them out. And the beauty was that I could just do it in my own home. I'm not a person that would be inclined to go and join a gym or, you know, go and play sport or anything like that. I've never been coordinated enough. I've never been, you know, I've had no interest in it either, I guess, to be honest. So yeah, so this fitness app was great that I could just do in my own home. No one had to watch me do it. I ended up having my kids join in and we used to do it together, which was great. You know, and for the first time ever in regards to health and fitness and all that sort of stuff, I actually felt like I was being a positive role model for my 2 young kids. So, you know, that in itself felt great, you know, getting them on board and showing them that, you know, eating takeaway and all of those sort of things, eating crap food isn't actually healthy for you, and you know, you don't benefit from it. The thing I've also learned about fitness is that, you know, it doesn't have to be a gym session. It doesn't have to be playing a team sport on the weekend, you know, all of that sort of stuff. It is basically anything that gets you off the couch and gets you moving. So for me, like I said, you know, being a single mum, getting the kids involved was important. I went out and bought hula hoops for us all, and we all were learning and having fun trying to learn how to hula hoop. You know, quite often I would just chuck on some music and we would just dance together, and you know, it's an activity that we can all enjoy. It, like I said, it gets me off the couch and, you know, I'm moving my body, which is important. I'm moving, which means, you know, I'm getting that little bit of exercise in. So I think one of my favorite types of exercise to do is the incidental exercise. So, you know, things that you're just naturally doing and enjoying, but it's also a workout in its own right as well. So I guess at the end of the day, if you're thinking of starting your own weight loss journey, just do it, commit to it. You don't have to start big. You don't have to set ridiculous goals. You know, all you need is a little bit of determination, a little bit of just a positive mindset, you know, and you can achieve it. It is achievable, but you just have to commit to it. And, you know, by making those small changes, like I said earlier, those small changes add up to the big changes. So, yeah, you can definitely do it. Just want to do a thank you to Jessica XOXO. She's been an absolute gem for helping me learn the ropes of YouTube, and giving me a few pointers and a shout out and stuff. So big thank you. If you're not already, go check her out, subscribe. Yeah, and thanks for watching.